Hey there, it's Diana. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to jump right in and let you know I'm going to be doing some Little Mermaid nails. These are the request of my 5-year-old Ryan. She has recently gotten into princesses and Little Mermaid is one of her favorite princesses right now. So this set is going to be for her. So the colors I'm going to be using are from 𝓟𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵 and I will show you all the colors. This one is Milky White. And it's just a milky white. For my red, I'm using 𝓟𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵. And then for the greenish blue, this one is called Under the Sea. And this beautiful purple is called Vanessa. I love this. It has like a little blue violet-y shift to it. You see it right here in my hands here. And last but not least, this one is called Glam Birthday. Isn't that pretty? I have already dipped some full cover tips, so let me show you the colors. Here they are. Glam Birthday, this is Milky White. This one is Under the Sea, Vanessa, and then 𝓟𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵. So this is kind of like my color scheme. Then for my stamping plates, I am going to be using this Little Mermaid one, and it's from Mundo's. Let's see here, this one right here. Mundo 𝓟𝓸𝓵𝓸𝓵. This is such an adorable plate. It's pretty small in terms of sizing, but there are small little icons as well as a little larger ones for bigger nails. And the other stamping plate I'm going to be using is from Dixie plates. This one is Unicorns and Mermaids. And it's called Mermaids and Unicorns 01. Now I put a paper towel down just to make stamping a little easier, but I saved you a ton of time by dipping these ahead of time. And then I also applied a gel top coat so that if I mess up during my stamping, I can just wipe it off with acetone. It doesn't ruin the color underneath. Starting with this stamping plate, I'm going to be stamping this image of her sitting on the rock and looking at the moon or the sun. Now I'm taking the color 095. It's a light yellow. And this is all my stamping polishes are either from Clear Jelly Stamper or Maniology. So I'm going to cover, actually, because this image has been giving me trouble, I'm going to flip it so that I can get a better scrape. So as I was practicing, scraping the image this way was a little better. So for these hollow images, you're going to want to go a little bit more on the polish, just that when you're scraping, you're feeling the etching. So I'm using my hands to my fingers to kind of hold the plate down so it doesn't shift. And I'm holding my scraper card. So this is at a up and down, and so this is gonna be more of a 45. I'm holding it more of like a 15 degree, and I'm going to, as close to the plate as possible, and then I'm gonna scrape it down. And then I'm going to use my rolling motion to kind of pick up image. Okay, so now taking the scraper card, and before the product dries, I'm going to try to tap and get the excess polish off. And it's kind of already dried, so what I'm going to do here is you can take this lint roller. Now, if you're concerned, because I've swiped off too much of the product before, or the image before, just practice. Go as far as you can without picking up the image. So I'm just kind of like using this to kind of clean off the excess. Let's see, let me try just to get these little extra tidbits. You can also use Scotch tape for those little bits and bobs. You can either like fold it up kind of like this and use like the corner to remove the little fine portions of it, like this one. I need just a little bit. Okay, I'm using just another stamper that I have. I like using this because I can quickly clean it off this way versus trying to use acetone to wipe it off. It just is less messy. Now, in terms of brush, I have been digging these Holo Taco brushes. I purchased the whole nail art brush set and also the dotting tool. So that's what I've been liking. What I do is I put the polish I'm going to be using on my extra stamper there. And then I'm going to load up my brush. And I might have to go in for more color. And then I'm just gonna color in the image where I feel like I need it. What you do is flip it over and then just see if there are any white bare spots that you want to color in. And just by looking this way, I think I'm okay. It's not bad. So now I'm taking this blue color 037. I'm going to take the blue and I'm just going to color the bottom just to make it look like water. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of like color it in a little bit and to kind of make it look like a pyramid, and I'll explain in just a second. It's going to kind of look like water intentionally. It doesn't have to be perfect. Add a little bit more color here. All right, now this is what it kind of looks like so far. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry while we move on to our next image. So here you can just take your lint roller, kind of run it over a few times until the color is gone. So it's just like less messy, you know? There you go. I'm going to lift flounder right there, stamper there. So this one, again, I'm putting my fingers down, holding it down, and then one quick swipe and pick it up. So right here, this one is not like my see-through stamper, like because of the base here, but it picked up pretty nice. Let's see if I can give you better. It's hard to see. Maybe I just remove this. Okay, there you are. Yeah, so it picked up really nice. I'm just gonna take this and pick up the excess here. So for flounder, I'm gonna use the yellow and 2 shades of blue. So 128 N06 and number 8 for the yellow. So I tend to start with the tinier images or the tinier details first. And then I'll move on to the yellow. So when I'm coloring the details here, I always start with the area that has like the biggest space. Like for instance, the line, I'll start with the fattest portion and I'll work my way to the tip. Because as you deposit it the first time, it's going to have the most product. And when I need to do these little tiny ones, I'm just using like the tip, very tip of my brush. loaded a little bit more product because the yellow has, more surface area to color. So make sure your brush is always loaded with product because polish, when it starts drying, becomes sticky. So what that means is that if your brush is sticky with sticky polish, it's going to lift the image underneath. All right, I'm done there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little flounder. All right, moving right along. The method we were using earlier is called reverse stamping. So after you color it and let it dry, it should probably dry within like 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. I'm taking the sticky base coat, and it's by Maniology. What it does is that it's a base coat that creates leaves a sticky layer once it starts drying, so that you can transfer the decals. If you try to transfer the decals on a dry nail, it's not gonna transfer. So this really helps. So I did go in with a thicker layer than I normally would, but usually you just need a thin coat, and it should dry in like 15 seconds. How do you know when it's ready to transfer? Is that your nail should be, this is wet, this is not ready, because if you put it on a wet sticky base coat, it's just going to slide right off. So you want it to start mattifying a little bit, and it becomes just a little tacky. So yeah, I can see the base coat lifting, so that's not dry yet. So this one I did a little thicker than I should have. So I'm going to give it, 30 seconds or so to dry, and I'll come back. Now this is the image we colored in a little while ago, and this is the one I created a little while ago before this video, and I let it dry already. So we're just going to go straight in with this one. So here's my nail, and my base coat is tacky. So let me see if I can get you in preview here. I'm going to line it up, and I'm just going to kind of like hold it down 5 seconds or so, and then lip. And now it transferred nicely. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, you can draw it by hand, but I have this little stamping plate, but it's going to create little ripples in the water, so it gives it a little bit more, water effect. It's this stamping plate here from 𝓟𝓸𝓵 I don't know what the name of it is called, but it's CJS128 is the name of it. So I'm going to be using like these little ripply effects for the water. I'm using a white pearlescent color 034. So just kind of creates that little sheen in the water. So we're done with this. We're going to work on this white nail right here. Flounder's going to sit right in there, but I'm going to create like a little under the water scene. And I'm taking this color 39. It's like a tealish color, but I'm just going to give it like small blots of this one, only because this teal color comes, the color comes off really strong. And then Croco Spark by Moyou London. It has like a green, it's very pretty. I use this color quite a bit. So I'm going to put it on this side. Just when I scrape, kind of fills the voids there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe this a few times just to kind of blend it in a little bit, and then pick it up. So let me get rid of this line right here. And I'm not going to worry about the size because you're not going to see it. All right, there goes my little underwater right there. And then I'm going to go take my flounder and transfer him. So what I'm going to need to do here is put some sticky base coat. This flounder is fully dried. And don't put it on where you just stamped, because it's gonna pull and drag the color. So I'm just putting it where the white is. Hopefully that's enough. And here's the flounder I had already stamped before, and he's dry. There you go, there's Flounder. Isn't he adorable? Now I'm gonna give him some bubbles. I can just dot it on, but this plate has it. I'm trying to get these bubbles. That's all I want of that image. Switch out plates. Everyone does these mermaid scales, so I wanted to do something different. I'm going to use this thing right here. I don't know what it's called, but I thought that'd be pretty. So using color 3, I'm covering almost all of it. Hold it down, scrape, pick up. Not going to worry about the other parts of it because it's not going to affect it. I'm stamping it on the red nail. And that's done. I'm going to finish it off with just that little starfish right here. I don't know which one I want quite yet, so I'm going to take all 3. Okay, not work too much because my polish is about to dry here. So, I don't know where I want it yet. Maybe let's just do these 2. Actually, that's not bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kind of like that. But this is what I have. What do you guys think? I actually really like the way it turned out. Very, very pretty. All right, here is one more quick little tip because I feel like I want to do one more thing. So I'm going to add a gold tip to this purple nail right here. Not going to do very much, so I'm going to just take it on, I'm going to just dab it on the corner. Kind of like that. Yeah, just adds a little touch to it. That's it. I think I'm happy actually. What we're going to do next is top coat. So I'm going to show you if you want to use a normal lacquer top coat. My preference is always to go in with a gel top coat. It just never smears for me ever. But if you prefer lacquer top coat, I'm going to show you what to do. What you're going to need is a aerosol hairspray. So it has to be a spray one where it shoots out a fine mist. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to take, I'm going to use my swatch stick here. You're going to take the swatch stick and I'm going to put a napkin underneath. And then you're going to spray it really quick, just a fine mist. If you go heavy, it's going to drip and smear your image. So let that dry completely. So what this does is that it acts like a little seal, if you will. Since that was really light, it already dried. So let me go one more. And then this one, let it dry. Yeah, I can see it like glossy, that means sticky. So once this is dry, it creates a seal and then you can go in with a top coat. You know it's dry when it's not sticky anymore. So this is the top coat that always smears for me. Smudge, and it says smudge-free top coat from Maniology. But I'll show you that if you do that hairspray trick, and I'm not even floating at all. I'm just using the brush so I can show you guys it's not going to smear. I'm not even being careful. I'm not floating the liquid. And look at that. It doesn't even smear. But again, my preference is a gel top coat, so that's what I'm going to do. I have been digging the Hema-free gel top coat from CN Designer Dips. All of the dip colors, as well as any of the products here today, you can use code FRIENDSGET10 to get 10% off your order. Although I'm an ambassador of CN Designer Dips, I don't earn a commission. This is just something for you if you want to place an order. I'm going to pop these in the lamp for 60 seconds and I will be right back. And we're back, all top coat and finished. What do you guys think? They're so cute. I love mermaid nails. I'll have to do mermaid nails again. It doesn't matter what season it is, what time of the year, I will always do mermaid nails. But my daughter is really into princesses right now, and I have a ton of different stamping plates that I just purchased. A lot of princess, so I'll probably be doing more princess nails. If you have any special requests, go ahead and drop me a comment below, and if I can, I will accommodate. As always, all of the products that I'm using today, it will be in the description box. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so. And I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye.